There's a saying that I often refer to as a single mom of 3 young children that reminds me that the days may be long, but the years are short. It's so true, isn't it? Time passes so quickly. Days turn into weeks, roll into months, and even years. In fact, it's hard to believe that we're already at mid-November, knocking on the door to 2021. And as happy as all of us will be to bid a fond farewell to 2020, it does feel like we were just saying Happy New Year 2 minutes ago. Life is busy. Life can be hectic. And let's face it, life can be downright chaotic. My life is busy. My life is the kind of busy that has me sitting in the parking lot at St. Francis of Assisi in Gates Mills, offering this weekly reflection to you as I await going inside to celebrate the life of Faye Hollis, the matriarch of a family that I've known and loved for many years. It's the kind of busy that has me trying to navigate a full-time work and ministry schedule with my children's new status of virtual learning, since they went home recently in light of the increased cases of COVID in our area. It's the kind of busy that has me wrapping up the final course of my final semester of my master's degree in theology, but also realizing that I have a lengthy thesis and defense looming just around the bend. And it's the kind of busy that I'm sure we all feel when we realize that Thanksgiving and Christmas are just around the corner, even though we know they may look a little differently this year than they have in the past. Life can be busy, and it's difficult to stop and take the time to smell the roses, to appreciate the simple things, to give thanks for God's amazing grace ever present in and around us. One opportunity that I had to really stop and smell the roses was just last night. And I'm sure many of you that live in Northeast Ohio experienced the same in the loss of power due to the strong winds and storms that we experienced. Something that initially was a frustration and an inconvenience turned into a graced moment where I was able to sit quietly in the darkness with the candlelight flickering. And yes, I was worried at first about whether or not I would have to throw my food away, everything in the refrigerator and the freezer, but that slowly turned into an appreciation for the fact that I had a full refrigerator and freezer. That longing for that hot cup of decaf turned into the understanding that I would have a greater appreciation for the flavor and the aroma of that hot coffee whenever I had an opportunity to have one next. There are so many times when we get caught up in the busyness of life and we just don't see God's amazing grace. Another moment for me was this morning, watching Good Morning America, when out of nowhere, Alison Krauss and Andrea Bocelli presented a rendition of Amazing Grace that brought me to tears. I wanted to share this rendition of Amazing Grace with you in hopes that it gives you an opportunity to take just a moment to notice the warmth of the sun, even on a cold day, to give thanks for the simple blessings in your life, and to realize that all of those things are God's grace, active and alive in our lives and in our world, and that should bring us hope and comfort. The days are long, and the years are certainly short. And through it all, God's amazing grace is our ever-present companion.